If you want to kill yourself because you want this pain to stop, should I put the plant or the lamp? If you want to be dead, if you want to kill yourself because you want this pain to stop, I completely relate to that 100%. But you know, there are other ways to make the pain stop than killing yourself. As if the pain stops, everything stops. You won't be aware of like what life is after that because there's no life. You won't exist anymore. From your perspective, you won't exist anymore. Surely you have the strength to say, I'm gonna keep going for 5 more years, or 2 more years, or 1 more year, and I'm gonna try a little bit hard each day to try to, you know, make things better. I'm gonna hope, you know, that I succeed in what I want to do. And maybe this thing I'm working on, or this thing I'm trying to do, maybe I will achieve that goal. And maybe I will feel a little bit better in the future. Maybe I will feel better in the future. You know, maybe not. You know, why not just kill yourself in 1 year instead of today? You know? And if things haven't improved by then, that's it. Because death is final. But in a year's time, that's 365 days. Life, there are times where it may get better. And maybe I sound really condescending or patronizing, and maybe you've lived in excruciating pain for as long as you could remember, and maybe it feels like suicide is the only way out. And I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to say. Is suicide the best option, or is it not in that case? But there are other options. You can try medication, you know, go to a doctor, get antidepressants, or you can just try exercise each day. And I want to say, well, you could meet someone who really makes your life better. And yeah, you could. You certainly could. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. I don't know. I don't want to lie to you. You know, because it is tough meeting someone these days. And sometimes you just feel like, what's the point, you know? Yesterday I was thinking, like, if there was like just a volcano here in my room and I could just jump in it and just die. I was thinking, okay, maybe I'll just go get a massage first, a Thai massage, and I'll order something from McDonald's. You know, and I think you should have that mentality for your life as well. If you're feeling suicidal, if you had a gun now, you could shoot yourself. You know, surely there's something which will bring you a little bit of enjoyment you could do first. But you know, the more I kind of talk like this, the harder it becomes to rationalize not doing it. But then I have to remember one thing, which it doesn't help, it doesn't make me feel any better, but it is like a logic, is that I've felt like this before and I've managed to get over it through time. At the moment I feel terrible because I've been thinking of my ex-girlfriend all day, and I've been looking at her photos, and I had this text I wanted to send her because I thought she looked kind of sad, and I thought maybe she's sad that I'm not in her life anymore. Maybe she wants me to text her. And I was gonna text her, and then I decided to go into her Telegram channel on an alt account where she doesn't know it's me. Take a look around, and I was expecting to see videos where she's not too happy or she's trying to fake her happiness. She wasn't. She was happy with her new boyfriend. She was really happy and hanging out with her friends who are girls as well. She's really happy. And at the moment, I wouldn't get what I want if I texted her. And what I want is to get back with her. And I figured the only thing I could do would be just to, just check every week, just check if she's still with him, and if she's not, I could send her a text message. Or the healthier option, I could just try to forget about her and move on and find a new girlfriend. Somehow, just hope that one comes along. And but I was saying this before, and I said it, and I started crying, so I don't really want to cry again. But I don't want to forget about her, because the summer we had together, last summer 2025, was fucking awesome. It was an amazing, romantic, great time, and I expected, I was expecting to see videos of ourselves on social media. Look at this cute couple doing stuff together. It's so cute, so cool, so fun, so funky. Drinking Revo every day, smoking cigarettes every day. Man, I didn't know what I had, and now she's gone. For nothing. I betrayed myself for nothing. I fucked over for my life for nothing. When I was in England, I was just making decisions based on how I felt, I was like, well, we haven't met in a few months, and I'm getting kind of sad and lonely, and I don't love her anymore, and I'm kind of irritated by everything she does over text, but when we call, things are okay. And I was like, well, I know that when we meet again in Ukraine in May, we'll probably feel this connection again. We're gonna have loads of fun, and we did feel this connection again. But it wasn't enough. It was too late. I had said things and done things I shouldn't have done. And I did not buy her any presents. I did not give her much attention, and I didn't spend much time with her. I ranted about her to our friends and all this stuff. When I was younger, when I was a teenager, like a young teenager, and I was in high school, I didn't really have a life. It was just high school and coming back to a home life that sucked. No offense, mainly because of grandma. But I thought I would love to have. I wish I had real problems, because I don't really real problems. I mean, I did have problems, but I mean, I would love to kind of have a life, because I would watch TV shows, I would overhear adults talking, and I'm like, damn, they're actually they're doing stuff. Their life isn't full of just homework and stuff, and their biggest problems are, they're actually, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know. But I really wanted us to break up. And I got what I wanted in the end. But I don't know, this feeling I have now, it just sucks. It's just awful. People threatened to call the police on me today. I'm not going to go into why, but they did. Okay, I can go into why. this woman came round. She was like, I need to take a photo of the electricity meter. And I was like, can I just, like, I don't know what it is with me and people threatening to call the police. Because it's not like it was like a terrible situation. I was just like, I was like, no, I'm not going to let you take a photo of the meter. Because I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. I don't know why you're doing this. It might just be an excuse to come in and do something. I don't know what you want. And it's not up to me if you can take a photo of the reader because I'm renting here. Let me just text this person. They didn't want that. They didn't want me to just close the door so they can, and then I'll get my phone and I'll open it again. They were like, if you complicate this, we're just gonna call the police. And then they can sort it and they can let the woman come in and take a photo of the reader. I'm like, why is that what you're jumping to, calling the fucking police? This isn't the first time this has happened to me. I can think of one time where one of my ex-girlfriends messaged me out of the blue 2 weeks after we broke up. This big paragraph then blocked me before I could respond, so I messaged her on an alt account, and she said, if you message me out of the blue again, I will get the police involved, even though she messaged me after 2 weeks. She was actually crazy. I hadn't really spoken or interacted with many women then, but like in my experience and time, she was actually a bit nutty. Like, way more than the average woman. And then the fourth time I was in Ukraine, I got attacked and I had to go to the police. I got attacked again, but this time it was kind of my fault. Well, it wasn't really. It was their fault and they didn't like how I react. I don't know, maybe I'll tell the story one day and you can say who was at fault. And they threatened to call the police. And then the seventh time I was in Ukraine, I was smoking on a balcony and they were like, you can't smoke here, I'm calling the police. And then today, it's just crazy here. I don't know. I think it's because I'm Western and I don't speak their language and I'm a bit arrogant and stuff, and they're just like, oh, let's just go to the police. Because he doesn't speak our language, we're just gonna have the police deal with this rather than me. And I don't know, recently it's like I've tried to distract myself, I've tried to do other things, going for walks with other people, calling people on the phone, eating loads of food, drinking alcohol, smoking, just going for walks. And at most there'll be a period of a few seconds where I feel good and my thought is, oh, I feel good, I'm not thinking of my ex anymore. And then I start thinking of my ex again. But most of the time I'm always in pain, just different kinds of pain, you know. And I've thought this for years, and it's like I'll be in pain and then another kind of pain will come and take over the other pain, and at least the other pain is gone, replaced by this new pain, which maybe is lesser or a different kind of pain. Sometimes the pain isn't that bad, like it's just anger or frustration, just feeling fed up, which I can get used to. I can really get used to that, just being tired of life, and I can really get used to that. But like this pain, this sadness, this really ice coldness I have in my stomach and my chest, it's unbearable, and I can't get used to it. And when she came into my life, she took away all that pain. It was gone. It was just pleasure every day. It was good feelings every single fucking day. And yeah, she's gone now. I'm gonna order a McDonald's, eat it, and watch some Turkey Tom video. I hope I look back on these in like a year and think, well, it's good you kept at it, because your life is a lot better now. And I hope, future Joel, you don't fuck up your life in the future. Because even though it might feel really good now, bad stuff will still happen in the future. This is not the end of your life. There's still a lot more to come. So just don't get too comfortable. Okay, anyway, goodbye guys. Goodbye.